Hypersonic threats travel at least 5 to 10 times the speed of sound, and they are radically more maneuverable than conventional ballistic ones. They can evade detection, and they are considerably harder to shoot down. New technologies are needed to respond to this threat. Today, you need to be one of few highly trained experts to be able to predict threat trajectories. Our goal is to radically increase that number by enabling non-experts to. Right now, even the experts take hours to days to set up a new prediction. Our DoD customer tasked us with adding capability in Guru to run sophisticated trajectory prediction software to shrink that time down to minutes, and to increase the number of users by a factor of 100. You can see why it takes hours or days to set up a new trajectory by looking at the steps of a well-known trajectory simulation package from the aerospace industry. The heritage built into this software makes it valuable, but the human interface must be upgraded. Having a cognitive assistant learn all of these procedures is how we will respond to the hypersonic threat and enable non-experts to assemble new trajectories in minutes. Now, the technology finally exists to upgrade a human operator to achieve a level of productivity that has never been possible before. The scenario portrayed here is the prediction of hypersonic threats for the purpose of intercepting them well before arriving at their intended targets. Guru is a cognitive assistant built to minimize the human workload needed to translate engineering questions into computational workflows. Guru has a multi-mode user interface enabling you to use either voice or visual point-and-click mode. In this example, we use only the visual interface. The simple selector enables you to choose what discipline you're working in, and Guru will propose third-party software it's prepared to run. Guru is absolutely minimizing the work you need to do at every step of the way and guiding you with prompts at the top of the screen. You can select vehicles from a predefined database or enter your own. The workflow is shown visually, so it's easy for the user to navigate. In this case, we're selecting 2 different hypersonic threat vehicles. We're going to set up candidate trajectories for each, and then we are going to define perturbations of their flight profiles so that a database of trajectories can be simulated. The user can type in inputs or read data from a CSV file. And if you don't have all the data already prepared, or if you would prefer to have more direct guidance, Guru will give you options to choose from and even offer its own suggestions. Here, we have keyed in coordinates, and in the next example, the user will just click in the map itself. One of the ways the user will be able to specify maneuvers is by selecting them and setting the points where they are initiated. This spider plot or radar chart is one example of an option we can provide for the user. And we're not just setting up a single trajectory. We're selecting different variations of possible trajectories to define an entire threat space. Guru sets up a whole database of trajectories which will then be generated and run automatically by deploying, for example, 1,000 trajectory simulations to HPCMP supercomputers. The focus here is enabling the workforce you have to perform this kind of sophisticated analysis and turn it around in time-critical fashion. For the second trajectory, the user is just relying on a standard flight profile already available in Guru. Every step along the way, Guru is validating the user's input and seeks confirmation to minimize the chance for error. As you can see, Guru gives the user the power to enter detailed information or rely on Guru's suggestions. Now, baseline trajectories are fully defined, and it's time to batch off the jobs to the supercomputers. The compute jobs are now running. Guru performs end-to-end engineering workflows, and when computations are finished, it's time to batch run data reduction, plotting, and visualization software to report reduced results back to the user. In the last few minutes, we've shown you what our technology can do to reduce the time to perform complicated analyses like this from hours to minutes, and enable 100 times the number of end users to perform this kind of work by capturing enough expertise on the compute side. Unspecialized users will successfully conduct the work without requiring prohibitive amounts of training. This is how Guru will make sure your team are the heroes.
Guru. MSBAI.